you something that you really love. 'Cause I like you, yeah, I like you. And I'm feeling so bohemian like you. Yeah, I like you, yeah, I like you. And I feel, whoa, woo! Who's that guy just hanging at your pad? He's looking kinda, yeah, you broke up, that's too bad. I guess it's fair if he always pays the rent and he doesn't get bent about sleeping on the couch when I'm there. 'Cause I like you, yeah, I like you. And I'm feeling so bohemian like you. Yeah, I like you, yeah, I like you. And I feel, whoa. And I'm feeling so bohemian like you. It's you that I want, so please. Just a casual, easy thing. Is it? It is for me. And I like you, yeah, I like you. And I like you, 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 I like you. And I feel, whoa, woo!
Morning, afternoon, folks. How are you all? I don't think I'm treading on anybody's toes. I didn't check, to tell you the truth. Well, I did. I did a quick scan. Nothing came up in my my links that people were live. And I've been listening to a couple of panels or fucking links that were sent from last night about the subject of the hour, which is, of course, the swatting of Jeff. But before we go on, it's basically just clearing up a couple of little points which, and I just seem to be getting a little bit of criticism, I feel, from the other side, from spreading misinformation, which we wouldn't really want to be accused of. It's information. I think it's a little bit controversial. It's a little bit, I think the angle of it may be a little bit uncomfortable, but it's based in fact. Anyway, we'll come to that. So a few welcomes first. Southwest Gilf, as always, good on you. NTF, hello. Brave little toaster, great to see you. Twampa, how are you, love? Hope you're having a great day. Don't fall asleep. Laugh Busters. Angel A. Pavlov's corn dog. Okay. Batmom, how are you? Community Cardio. There's another controversial figure. How are you? Thanks for coming. Wendy Wu. Damone. Junie and fucking Missy in a queue. Something going on there. Damone's back along with Missy because they travel in a fucking pack, which is kind of interesting. Good to see you both back. Julie again. Andrea D. Always good to see Andrea D. The Bad Dog. I think that's another incarnation, isn't it, of Avocado Man. Good to see you here. Pirelli's on the whip. Nice. Prefer Michelin's myself, but Pirelli's are good. Merck. Hey, Merck. Sam's Clit, how you doing? Who is we can fuck off right away and they can get banned completely because they're a doxer. Dixon Cider can get banned as well because they're a doxer. Jilly Fisher, how are you? Yeah, we need to hear more of your impersonations of Nunya's voice. That's fantastic. Driving drunk in Las Vegas. Gee, fucking hell, I see we're still going. We've got more people out there. Spokes, how are you, love? Good to see you. Joker 37, Tonya D, Matt. G'day, Matt. Not in prison, I see, Matt. That's good to know. Dragonfly. Oh, fuck, I skipped over Dragonfly. How are you? Sorry, Dragonfly. K Swizzle. I'm not reading what you're writing, folks. I'm just jumping over here. Got to get to my topic. On your knees. How are you? Christy. How was your date last night? You still in love? I hope it's working out for you. Anyway, okay. This listen a little bit to Mitch's this morning, which was as you'd expect. Well, Mitch was back. I guess that was one thing. I didn't, as I tend to say, but I mean, I listened to a bit of it. I missed the start of it. He sounded very drunk, very belligerent, very uncreative, wasn't funny. I think he was just trying to gas people up that Jeff, they were trying to murder Jeff. Seems to be the unhelpful fucking angle that these dickheads are putting on things. Yeah, so that was kind of interesting. And then I'd floated a possibility that, probability, a likelihood, an observation that Nunya was obviously being investigated for this heinous thing that happened to Jeff of the swatting. And I think we're all agreed that it was a ridiculous thing to do and that whoever did it should be fucking locked up. It is very dangerous practice. And the thing that disappoints me, I guess, is that these dickheads are over there paying lip service to how dangerous it is while they're trying to gas up all of the people that are over there to basically attack them on the other side when they've got absolutely no idea who fucking did this. And I simply pointed out that, Nunya is probably the only one that's been investigated by the police so far. Thanks for that person. Just sent me an IG. Have I addressed the wife-beating allegations? No, I missed the wife-beating allegations. That's just an invention. Thanks for that. See, there's the thing. You can just make an allegation about someone. See, I can make an allegation about you now, Sapphire. It's kind of fun. But Jay Silly, I think I owe you a thanks too for. I think you got a wrench stripped off you the other day in another channel for doing something, which is what you're supposed to do with wrenches. So shout out to you. Anyway, Becky had a live. I guess this was something. Apparently, Becky had a live, and I've got a link to that and had a quick listen to it. And I missed the start, as I do. It's caught the last 2 minutes of it or something, and she was having a bit of a bitch, as she does. And one of the things that she brought up was something that I'd said on NTFs that that my recollection of what Nunya had said was that she had said that in this first instance of Jeff being, what's the word, had a welfare check done on him, which was clearly Jen A, that Nunya had said that Jen A had given her details, as in Nunya's details. And that's how she came on the radar for these cops. Becky said that, no, I've got that twisted up. And a few people said I'd got that twisted up. And what they were saying was that the person who called Jeff called as Jeff when he got swatted had used Nunya's number. That was the suggestion, okay? So I'm just going to play, first of all, what Becky's comments were from this morning, which I think were kind of a little bit fucking unfairly aimed at me, and a little bit of an insult, but, I've got through my pain, and anyway, I'll play what Becky said this morning, and then I'll play what Nunya said on her panel.
I always say the same thing, which is like good sex. You get it, you go to sleep, get up in the morning, but shit, just got up. So that was a quickie, Mitch.
Becky fantasizing about having a quickie with Mitch, which is a little bit off-putting. We'll plow through that.
Missed most of it, I guess. Fell asleep over when Savvy's, or was that? Yeah, Savvy's. It was a work day yesterday. I worked 12 hours, so I was ready to go. I'm gonna guess we beat the Jeff swatting to death. We don't have to cover that again, right?
Here we go.
That's Kelly's an asshole.
Kelly's an asshole.
We can always mention that. That never gets old.
No, never gets old.
Switching shit up, saying they used Nunya's number when Jen A called. That was never said.
Okay. I'd said that Nunya had said that they'd used Jen A's information. Nunya said they used Jen A's info, or Jen A used Nunya's information when Jen A made that call. That's what I said. Okay. And well, you can hear her, she's denying that Nunya said that.
Switching shit up, saying they used Nunya's number when Jen A called. That was never said. That Nunya said it was called off the second one, that it didn't happen. That never happened. That was the first one.
I agree with that. I probably was the first one, the wellness check where they called off the police. Yeah, I probably got that bit wrong.
He just got all his fucking details all mixed up. And I don't believe that he just had shit mixed up either. I think he deliberately does it. He knows what he's doing. Because it just makes Nunya look bad, right? I mean, nobody's going to go back and double check research. They all just repeat after him or repeat after whoever doesn't like Nunya.
Nobody's going to go and double back and research, folks. Well, this little black fucking duck did. I think you just say shit because you want Nunya to look good, Becky. I think that's the difference.
Because it just makes Nunya look bad, right? I mean, nobody's going to go back and double check research. They all just repeat after him or repeat after whoever doesn't like Nunya. So that's what they do, you know? I mean, NTF was there. She heard it. She knows damn well it wasn't true. But she's like, yeah, right, yeah. Bitch.
You're a dumb bitch, NTF. You knew damn well that it was true, right? G'day, Lisa. Easy bake oven. All right. Now let's see what the fucking Nunya actually said, shall we? This was on the stream when she maximized the, the viewership. You ready? You ready? Here we go. Now listen to what she says about Jen A.
Jeff was here. Fuck. Somebody call him. So, yeah, they're saying Arkansas in the background, and I'll tell you why, Lady Ghost Hunter. This is where I get implemented into it because, you know, when that old fucking stuttering cunt Jen A decided to call the police and do a welfare check, right? Apparently they use my information to do it. So they're committing felonies in my name. Well, it's not too smart because the police know that I'm not the one doing it. Clearly, I don't sound like Jen A.
Okay, so she's clearly talking about Jen A and the call that was made by Jen A, and that Jen A used her information. So, Becky, stick that up your fucking hairy butt for the first thing. And I'll accept your apology that I know that you're going to be gracious enough to make to me. I'll still accept the arsehole comment because that's, you know, it's pretty fucking accurate. But okay, so Super Sincere Nunya here is saying that Jen A, the only way that she, because I distinctly remember Jen A saying, I want to remain anonymous. And unless she spoofed Nunya's fucking number, which I don't sort of think is likely to have happened, and that should have been available in the Freedom of Information documents that she got. So she's, something doesn't add up here, Nunya. And the second thing is that there was a general belief in the chat. Certainly in the chat, I just went back and read the chats that were in comment from when I was on panel with NTF, and the likes of PatCon and fucking Haystack and those little sycophants were saying that no, what had happened is they'd spoofed Nunya's number when they made the SWAT call. That's why she got involved. Because they said Arkansas, while they were talking to Jeff, in the event of the swatting, they were already on to Arkansas. And the speculation was that was because they'd spoofed Nunya's number and they'd obviously traced that back to Arkansas. But it wasn't the case. They didn't use fucking Nunya's number. They spoofed Jeff's number. But even at that point in time, they had fucking Arkansas on the radar. They were thinking about it already. So you people that are running to her defense about this, okay. I'm kind of with the police. My first fucking sorry, that's Swedish, suspicion is, you know, this person who's acting oh so concerned and is taking oh so much benefit from this fucking event. So let's listen to what the rest of it that she says, just to be clear for Becky and for fucking the other people that are, you know, the Nunya-nites, about what number was used in the swatting. Oh, this is that one.
Second of all, what they've done is, you think that these people are going to do this shit? No, they called with Jeff's number. They actually, on this one, they called with Jeff's number. But they were...
So on this one, they actually called with Jeff's number. Becky, did you hear that? PatCon, all you idiots, did you hear that? They called with Jeff's number on the swatting. Nunya's somehow trying to make it look like Jen A used her number or her details when she made that wellness check, which is bullshit. You're a fucking liar, Nunya. They were already looking at you. When they left the fucking cop station, they were already looking at you. They're probably already investigating you for that fucking first one. Because you asked for the fucking, as Matt said, they were going off the requested FOIA for the previous calls and wellness checks because you were out fucking looking for content. So they got you on the radar. So they are fucking investigating you. Whether you did it or not, I don't know. Wouldn't surprise me because I think I think you operate that way. I think you would do something. You're just as like, in fact, you're more likely than anybody that I know that would do something like this and then stand back, like I said, like a bloody, what's the word? An arsonist that lights a fire and then stands back and watches things burn and then goes and works with, oh, look, I can go and help the firefighters. Anyway, but hopefully the rest of your ideas are pretty solid.
They were cross-referencing. They're doing their work. You know what I mean? So what the cops are doing, and I'm talking about the cops are doing their due diligence. They're cross-referencing things, and they seem.
Yeah, they cross-reference you, fucking sweetie. That's why you're on the radar. That's why they were talking about Arkansas before they'd even finished talking to Jeff, because they were thinking of you. You're a suspect. You are the suspect.
I had a FOIA request for his information, or for the last one when Janae done it. So they thought that his voice sounded like it was from Arkansas because they know that people are going after Jeff, right? So they're putting 2 and 2 together and getting 4, they think, until they talk to me and seeing that it wasn't me.
They talk to you and seen that it isn't you. How have they seen that it isn't you? Okay, that's not your number. But, mate, don't think that that's the end of it. Yeah, they know that you're associated with other people. They know that it wasn't a female voice. But, you know, there is one male that we know of who's got an Arkansas accent that hangs around with you. And maybe you thought, you know, here's a speculation that going through admin, maybe you thought, or your boyfriend thought, or somebody that you know thought that you would escape the check. Anyway, I mean, yes, it's speculation, but let's put it this way, people. It's just as reasonable a fucking speculation as it is for fucking Nunya and her little crew to speculate that somebody over here did it. And one thing that does disturb me is the way that these guys are gassing it up. And it seems like, to me, just trying to get, you know, it's certainly increasing the risk that there's a tick for tack retaliation that's done by one of their little crew. Yeah, Jenny, you're in chat. Oh, yeah, that's nice. Can I ask you, Jenny, did you use Nunya's number when you called in that wellness check? Hello, Chantel. FCC. Well, it's a possibility. Hey, Ryan's here too. Here's another thing. Actually, somebody sent me a link to a guy that I never usually listen to, which is Bill Powell. And then somebody else told me that Ryan had been up on the panel. And Ryan, I heard you were being kind of disrespectful to Jeff. You were calling him a liar. And you were using Jeff as an insult for other people, saying that Bill Powell was no better than Jeff. So do you think a compulsive liar? Is there some kind of thing happening on? Okay, so Jenna used her number and it was unblocked. So Nunya further, if we go back a little bit, we can clearly hear fucking Nunya saying about that cunt Jenna.
To it because, you know, when that old fucking stuttering cunt Jen A decided to call the police and do a welfare check, right? Apparently they used my information to do it. So they're committing felonies in my name. Well, it's not too smart because
Jen A committing felonies in her name. Yeah, Nunya. All right. Don't fucking build it up to something that it isn't. You know? Ugh. Chat's moving a bit quick for me. Okay, so Nunya was lying about that as well. Interesting. They already had you on the radar, Nunya. They were looking at you for that original one. Were they? No, they weren't. They knew it was fucking Jen A. So that's bullshit. So there's another reason why they're looking at fucking Arkansas. And like Matt says, it's because you fucking FOIA'd the information on the first one. And then you'd no doubt FOIA'd the information. How quickly after this event happened did you FOIA the body cam footage? Was it the day after? looking a bit too keen, because that's what people do, don't they, when they do swatting, apparently, is they then go and try to get the body cam footage so that they can sit there and gloat about it and enjoy the drama that they've caused. But hopefully the FBI will, put an end to all this speculation. Well, Jeff does have a problem with lying, and I never denied that. Yeah, so you're calling Jeff a liar, a compulsive liar. Oh yeah, this is the guy that you were. Do you believe that? Do you believe that Jeff has the police working with him all of the time, Brian? Yeah, that's the other thing, isn't it, Junie? I can't be fucking on and finding it, but there's another piece in there where she says that the only reason they're coming after Jeff is because she's friends with me. He's friends with me. Now, again, it has to be central to it. And you think, what's the point? What's my question? I can't remember what my question was now, Ryan. Oh yeah, do you believe that Jeff has the cops working with him all the time in his bedroom? That he's friends with the assistant chief commissioner Richie? Is him in the room with him, watching his streams and scanning chats? Do you believe the governor was involved in his swatting the other night? Do you believe the city was in lockdown? You don't believe that. Okay. And do you believe that, do you believe Nunya when she says that she has evidence that Tommy Boy Studios doxed her children? Do you believe she has evidence of that? Or do you think she's lying too? It's kind of strange, isn't it? Ryan, what about that? And Ryan, is it okay if I call Ed and ask him, try and find out someone who's doxing around here? Is that okay, Ryan? You don't have enough to go on. I already said that I don't have enough to go off of to back that claim. So is Nunya lying to us, or I think I read a comment where she'd written that it's so crazy that now I'm distracted with this Jeff swatting. I don't have time to go and find the screenshots where TBS docs my kids. Sounds like we've got another Jeff there, doesn't it, Ryan? A female Jeff. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Matt. I think, Ryan, why don't you next time you're talking to Ed, which is going to be tomorrow probably, knowing you, why don't you ask him whether he knows who swatted Jeff? Seeing as though, I mean, surely that's on the list of things which are okay to call a pedophile about. Do you exchange recipes as well? How long to boil an egg? How long to put the toast in the toaster? How long does a kettle take to open? If you need to help changing a tyre, do you ring Ed? Opening gates, now that, PHI isn't around. Yeah, very strange. So there you go, Becky with a 3. Nunya did, in fact, say that it was Jen A that gave Nunya's information, which was obviously a lie by Nunya. I don't know how you're going to spin that to me being an arsehole, but that's the way that it was. I admit that, yeah, I got it wrong about the cops not attending. Well, according to Nunya saying that they didn't attend in that welfare check. I mean, whether they did or not, I think they probably did, but maybe that was the one where you wanted to get the body camera footage of that or fucking distract other people from getting it. Because there was nothing to see here, folks. Move along. Yes, indeed. But from what I caught of Mitch's comeback stream was a bit of a disappointment. I think he had a go at Bill Evans, did he, somehow? G'day, Billy. How was the movie? Gonzi. I'm struggling to come up. Lol, you really nothing to do to go off, do you? Lol, you really have nothing to go off of, do you? In relation to what, Rai? Still never defended him. Yeah, fair comment, but you're prepared to ring him up and ask him for a little favour. I don't think there's anyone else in this chat that would be prepared to ring up a fucking pedophile for a little favour. And this is the difference, though, Ryan. The people that defended him didn't know at the time that he was a pedophile. You do know that he's a pedophile, and you're still fucking contacting him for favours. And you can't see anything wrong with it. And fucking people like Nunya protect you. You're in a store. Who? I don't believe that, Ryan. You must be with somebody then. If you manage to get into a store by yourself, yeah. Yeah, so Ryan talks to pedophiles, as we know, proven pedophiles, not suspected ones, not people that are suspected of having CP before the court case or before the evidence is actually available. No. Ryan talks to them after it's been proven that they are pedophiles. But maybe he's, what's the word? A virtuous pedophile, Ryan. Does that make it okay? And how's that catch and go, mate? Dominique, how are you? Yes, I think so too, Chantel. He's a little bit thin-skinned, isn't he? Well, Mitch, who knows whether, is it Mitch, do you think, or is it sort of panel channel? There's a few bitches in there now, aren't they? A little bit odd, a little bit thin-skinned. I don't think Christy's still not allowed to chat in there. I'm not allowed to chat in there, but I think it's part of the game to try to get you to go up on panel, but it's just a fucking talentless show now. Although Cult was up there I heard Cult was up there for a bit. Watching the panel for Mitch while he went and got a drink. Yeah. Ryan, when you and Ed share messages, do you heart them back? I was wondering. A suspect, yeah, a suspect. Different from now. He's proven, Ryan. Now it's proven, Ryan. Nunya is a suspect in a swatting case, attempted murder. She's being investigated by police to see whether she has anything to do with it. Shouldn't we be pressing the red button on Nunya? I certainly fucking am. I learnt from that last episode with Ed that now when someone is being investigated, mate, I'm pressing that red fucking button. And they obviously think it's someone in Arkansas. And who's down there? Nunya. They've contacted Nunya. Police have spoken to her. FBI spoken to her. They're all investigating her. Fucking crazy. Crazy. Well, that's it, Matt, you know. Who would ever reach out to Ed for fucking anything? Especially, I mean, the question is, okay, what is acceptable in the likes of Nunya and Ryan and all the people over there? Because they all support Ryan that didn't say that it was okay what he did. So what sorts of things is it okay? Where do you draw the line about what you ask a pedophile for assistance with? Is there a limit? Asking about a dox is okay, it seems. Well, if it's a person that's dead. That's a complex question, the person who's just sent me it. I'll read it out anyway. Ask Ryan if Nunya will give up all the people in the community that she looked up shit on their family, including Jeff's family, because she doxed him a while ago. And I say, I'll reiterate that thing about how she hangs around with. Hey, just be careful in that car, Ryan. Don't have a seizure in there. I'm sorry, a medical episode. We don't give a fuck whether you're in your car. Can you get in your car by yourself, Ryan, or are you going to have to contact Ed to ask him how to open the door? Yeah, how is it that, remember these nasty people that made a website about Nunya that even had her social security number on there, and her husband's I use the word husband lightly, loosely. Husband's social security number and all her family details on there and the details of all her friends on there. Remember those two people that made that website, Nunya? And now they're in your chat and you're good friends. And remember that how they laughed at that TikTok your sister made explaining how she lost her baby to physical abuse by her boyfriend, and they laughed at that and how outrageous that was, because it was fucking outrageous. And now they're in your chat and you're friends with them. How does that work? Ryan, is it really you, Ryan? Can you just contact Ryan and help him with his audio, please? Well, that one doesn't work. Shall we try this one?
Yeah, I don't hear anything.
Can you hear me now? Hello? Can you hear now, Ryan? Ryan?
Yo, can you hear me? Hello?
Can hear you.
Hello?
Hello.
Wait, can you hear me?
Can chat hear Ryan? Chat, can you hear him? Yeah, I'm fucking way up. Yeah. Yeah, well, let's talk about private streams, shall we? I think in future we should stop referring to them as private streams and start referring to them as Zoom streams. Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the hell was going on. It was silent.
Yeah, we could
Yeah.
hear you.
I
We
went
could hear
twice.
you.
I couldn't hear anything.
We could hear you. I don't know what was going on. What'd you get at the shop,
But you
Ryan?
could hear me.
Yeah, we could hear you. Yeah.
Groceries.
Groceries. Right. Nice.
Fascinating stuff.
Yeah, fascinating stuff. So you think Jeff's a compulsive liar, do you?
Yeah, I mean, clearly, like he has kind of like he has kind of an issue with that.
Yeah.
I
How
never
much of
denied
that's-
that. I'm not sure. I'm
No.
not sure what ground we're breaking, but
No, I just it's always good to hear your ideas on things, Ryan.
he said like the breakfast with Johnny Depp. I mean, I've already said stuff like this. But I just made the case that even though all that is that, he deserved to be swatted. That's
No,
pretty much what
I agree. I agree on that. There's no fucking doubt about that. And I think it's disingenuous for people to just assume that people over this side think that was an acceptable thing to fucking happen, because I haven't heard anyone say that they fucking think that that's a good thing to happen. But so you're not buying this thing that he's we're all going to go to jail for the ongoing police investigation that's been happening for the past couple of months?
I mean, if none of you were responsible, then I wouldn't think you would go to jail. I would think if they found out who is responsible, that person would go to jail.
No, I'm saying before the swatting, the investigation that was happening before the swatting thing.
Yeah, no.
No. Yeah, mate, I agree with you completely. I think whoever did that should get fucking locked up for fucking life. And I think it should be treated like attempted murder, because that is, the intention of it, or certainly serious fucking harm. It's either that or getting content for your own channel.
So you cracked the case, like Nanya's a suspect now? So like Nanya basically did it?
Well, I think she's definitely a suspect, because they've contacted her about it, haven't they?
So you think she actually did it?
Oh, well, you never know exactly how dark people are, but it fits a bit of a pattern with that thing with arsonists,
You just said that you thought she did it based on certain things.
I think that, well, she's a suspect, so the police. I'm with the police. The same with this Ed thing. Until it's proven, I don't believe.
Well, I mean,
it.
it's kind of different. She's a suspect based on spoofing numbers, and people spoof numbers.
But
I got a lot of.
What number was spoofed, Ryan? What number was spoofed?
I mean, you just said they spoofed her number, right?
No, I didn't. I said they didn't spoof her number. They spoofed Jeff's number. You people are saying that they spoofed her number. They didn't spoof her number. That's a fucking misinformation that you guys are spreading.
No, I mean, I don't have any information. I'm just going off of what I'm.
All right. Well, this is what I was clarifying. This is one of the things that I went on stream for, was because I've been accused of spreading misinformation. But Nanya said that when Jen A made her call, that Jen A gave them her information, which was a lie by Nanya, because Jen A didn't give them that. Jen A used her own phone number and gave no name. So Nanya made that lie up and said that Jen A is committing a felony in her name. So that's the lie. And then Nanya's crew, I don't know whether they didn't listen to what Nanya was saying, but they started saying that whoever called in the SWAT on Jeff had spoofed Nanya's number, but that isn't the case. They spoofed Jeff's number. So nobody spoofed Nanya's number at all. The police have just looked at her because she looked for the free FOI, did FOI fucking foiled the first incident. I think Ryan's gone. You're not coming up with a doc's name, whoever you are. Sorry, you're going to have to change that. Ryan's muted up. Ryan, come back. I want to ask you about this Ed thing. Oh, g'day, Serena. Nice to see you. Always nice to see Serena. Yeah, the doc's name. You're not coming up with that, mate. You're going to have to change it.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back here.
All right. Sorry,
Right.
did you hear what? I'm not sure how much of that you caught. I don't want to go through it too much again because it's just going to bore people. But nobody spoofed Nunya's number. Nunya lied that someone had given her details.
I mean, my understanding is they used her information.
But what? No, but yeah, okay. Jenna's been in here. Jenna made the call using her number, okay, but didn't give a name. And Nunya's claim is that.
So Jenna made the call with her number?
With Jenna's number. Jenna used Jenna's phone with Jenna's number to ring the emergency line. And you can hear on the call, and she's admitted, sort of confirmed it, that she said she didn't want to leave her details. And Nunya's claim is that Jenna gave Nunya's details.
Well, those are separate calls.
Pardon?
Those are separate calls.
Yeah, but there were the two separate incidents. Yeah. Then the second one, is that what you mean?
I think the thinking is, given she already tried to swat the guy, that when they eventually used her information on this latest swat, because she was I think the last one to do it that's known in the community, that maybe she did it again and used her information. But no one knows. No, the reality of the situation is no one knows, and I'm going to be straight up about that. No one knows.
So you're saying benefit of the doubt?
No, I'm saying no one knows.
Yeah, until there's been an investigation and charges are laid.
No, I mean there's ideas of what happened. There's speculations. I mean, we know
speculation.
We know Jen A already did something like this. We know Vic threatened to do something, and we know Matt threatened to do something of that nature. And that's all we have to go off of.
I don't know. I don't know anyone. I don't know whether Matt or Vic have made threats to swat anybody.
So Matt said something to the extent of saying that he should stop talking about him, or he's going to retaliate from his house. So what would that
mean? Okay, yeah. I mean, it's a threat, but it's not necessarily a dox threat, is it? I mean, not a dox threat, a SWAT threat. But can we just take a step? Can we just take a step back? Because I think you've been pretty.
Well, what do you think it could be?
Well, I think can you just stop for a minute? I just want to go back to this original. You're calling it a SWAT. I'm calling it a welfare check that Jen A called in. That was Jen A's information. And Nunya is trying to spin it that Jen A used Nunya's fucking details. And that's a fucking lie. And here's the other thing, is that the cops are looking at Nunya for some reason. Why are the cops contacting Nunya?
But I think they used her information.
They didn't use Nunya's. No, they didn't use Nunya's information.
They said there was a guy from Arkansas.
Who said there was a guy? Yeah. The guy from Arkansas, because the guy from Arkansas foiled the original Jen A's call. And that guy from Arkansas that was so keen to get hold of that was Nunya.
No one knows who that guy is.
Oh, so you're saying that the guy who called in had an Arkansas accent? Is that what you're saying? No,
my understanding was they said that number that whatever that was came back
That
from
what?
someone from
That
Arkansas.
what? Sorry, which one? The second one that was got the SWAT call.
Yeah.
Came from an Arkansas number.
No, that I guess they used just number. But
They used this number, yeah. So why are they looking at Arkansas?
I mean, my understanding is the information went back to it
Went back to Nunya.
somehow.
Yeah, it hasn't gone back to Matt or Vic. It's gone back to Nunya, hasn't it? And it isn't because Jen A used Nunya's fucking information, because that's a fucking lie. Anyway, the investigation,
I mean,
like you say, it's all
we don't really know. We don't know who spoofed Nunya's number.
Nobody.
Spoofed Jeff's number.
Yeah. Thank you.
And
Nobody spoofed Nunya's
called
number
as Jeff to do that. We don't know who that person is.
No, we don't.
That's a fact. And all we can really point to is a correlated threats to do that. And Nunya just would have no motive to do anything to Jeff.
Oh, she would for sure. Content.
What would that motive
money.
be?
Content. Money.
To throw so like to throw her life away for content from Jeff to like get him killed.
Yeah, man. Haven't you seen what arsonists do? You remember Chris Watts, how he fucking murdered his family and said that? I mean, people do all sorts of weird shit for fucking attention and then stand back.
Technically, I mean, you're kind of like faulting me for speculating based on things I do know, but that's kind of a more ridiculous speculation.
Oh, it's out there, but it's it's better than Matt doesn't like fucking Jeff.
But they threatened to do something from their own home.
You think they're going to throw their life away for fucking Jeff?
Well, isn't Nunya going to throw her life away for Jeff too? When they don't, when there would be no motive.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's some strange things that I've seen Nunya done. For one thing, it's like this thing with the good guy.
They're not even at odds.
With the good guy and John Davis. That remember how upset she was that those two laughed at that abuse of her sister video, her sister's abuse video, and now she's fucking good guys wrenched up in a chat, and John Davis is in there. Explain that. She's fucking odd, mate. There's something weird about it. I mean, obviously, I don't know that she did it, but I'm just saying it's as much a possibility that she did it as fucking Matt did it, or any of the other people that you mentioned.
I wouldn't say so, because all we have to go off of is there's no piece of information saying publicly threatened to do something to Jeff, like we have with Vic and we have with Matt. Publicly.
Okay. Well, I mean,
what would Matt be doing from his own home to Jeff if it's not swatting?
I don't know.
Order pizzas?
What? Maybe it's ordering pizzas. I don't know. I've got no fucking idea.
Okay.
It's like, it could be planning. He could have been planning to murder her directly himself from his own home. It's like calling hitmen. Who fucking knows, Ryan? I mean, I just think we don't know, do we? That's the whole thing.
This conversation's kind of going. This conversation's going nowhere because the fact is both of us don't know, and you don't know anything about what Nunya did, and I don't have to prove that Vic or Matt did, but we do know that Vic and Matt both threatened to do something to Jeff in some kind of way. Now maybe both didn't do it, especially Nunya didn't do it, but yeah.
Well, we do know that Nunya is an attention whore, and she's got no fucking sense of direction and principles and morals. She's prepared. Can we say
the same thing about you?
And she's prepared to switch allegiances at the drop of a hat.
Can't the same thing be?
Oh, it has been said about me, of course. Now, can we talk about?
You're going live just like her.
Can we talk? I'm not monetized though, am I? I guess that's the difference. Can we talk about Ed for a minute?
Hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can we talk about Ed?
Hello?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello? Hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Ryan.
Yeah, so say the same thing about you if you're short because you're doing a panel.
Can you, Ryan? Can you hear
I'm
me,
actually.
Ryan?
I can hear you, but can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, mate. Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm an attention whore too. But the police
So
only
really,
contact.
doing a panel like makes you an attention or doing a panel.
Yeah, but the police aren't questioning me about a swatting, but they're questioning Nunya. But okay, let's move on, shall we? What about? Can I ask you about Ed?
Yeah.
Great. What sorts of things are you prepared to contact him about?
If I hate the person enough, I can find someone. If that means obtaining information from them. Yeah.
Are there any other sorts of favors that you would ask from him?
Getting information.
Just information? What kind of information, though?
A doc.
A docs? Any docs? A docs of anybody?
Someone that must finds. Not just anyone.
So you wouldn't have a problem if I contacted Ed and asked for information on if he knew about somebody that was doxing one of my friends? Would that be okay in your eyes?
I mean, if you have like a mutual thing against that person, I mean, not really, as long as you're not defending them. And if it was like just cold blooded to go after someone, not really.
You're sort of breaking up a bit. Can you just repeat this? So it would be okay for me to contact Ed if I was trying to find out who was doxing?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So if someone was doxing one of my friends in chat, you wouldn't have a problem if I hit Ed up and said, Ed, do you know who this dox? Say that account Equalizer. You wouldn't have a problem if I contacted Ed and asked him who Equalizer was, or those other ones that show up in Nunya's chat. That would be okay with you?
Yeah, I mean, if there's a lot of lines and then if both of you against them, maybe you could and you just want to go after that person, and you said like regardless of what they did, like, you know, fuck what you did, but reveal who that person is. Not really. I wouldn't blame you.
All right.
The one thing I would take fault with is in any way defending Ed or anything he did, which I never did. And it hasn't been able to be broken down exactly what the moral issue is either.
Yeah, I'm just trying to do that actually now. That's what I'm trying to. So there must be a limit though. Would you ring him up and ask him for a fucking recipe?
No.
So what is it that about a dox which makes that okay to contact a proven pedophile about?
If you want to just hunt someone down for whatever it takes.
For vengeance, it's okay to if you want to get revenge on somebody, then it's okay to contact Ed for help.
That's what I did.
Yeah. And you don't have a problem with that?
Nope.
So if I hurt your feelings today,
it's not hurting feelings. It's not hurting feelings, but by crossing way more lines.
Okay. What was the dox?
Like like doxing. A lot of these people like are feel safe behind a keyboard or whatever. Yeah, and doxing dead girlfriend and all that. Yeah, like that possibly can implicate kids, which the community did already dox kids. Yeah, like I don't give a fuck what I need to do. Like I'll take this IRL. I don't give a fuck. However I need to do it.
From my looking at that timeline, my take out on it was it who was being doxed? Was it Moon or was it her kids?
No, it was Moon. Tech docs Moon. First and last name.
But didn't you contact Ed after she died to try and work out who was doxing her?
Yeah.
So she was already dead, and
Yeah.
Moose was doxing her, and then you contacted Ed.
Yeah.
You contacted Ed to get revenge because somebody was doxing your dead friend.
Yeah, crossed too many lines.
All right. Okay. So you don't
And
have
it's
a
better.
problem. You don't have a problem contacting someone who hurts real kids to try and find out and get revenge over someone who's doxing a dead person.
Yeah, as long as you're definitely not, I'm not definitely not offending them. That's just as far as like the cold blooded get the information
Yeah,
out,
I think,
like regardless of whether it would work or not, But yeah,
because here's an interesting thing that happened on the back of that was that Ed contacted you again later, didn't he, and asked you for a favor.
no. So he asked. Oh, actually, like he asked me like this number came up like because I don't have him saved in my contact, and asked something about Jeff about someone in a cell
Yeah.
phone or whatever. So then I just said, "What do you mean?" And then I realized it was Ed, and then I just stopped talking. Which it's all out there.
Yeah, I understand that, but he felt comfortable enough to contact you and ask you for a favor because you'd asked him for a favor.
I guess I don't know. I guess.
Yeah,
That's your
because
point.
he wanted to keep it going. That's all, didn't he? He hit you up a couple of times afterwards to try and build on what he thought was a relationship that you guys had.
I mean, if I just responded with, "What do you mean?" and then didn't respond, there's not much of a relationship.
But I think what he's done, he's taken the fact that you were prepared to ask him for a favor over a dead person is that you really didn't have a problem with him.
Nope, I wouldn't say that that at all.
Well, why would he
It's,
contact
it's
you if he thought? Because when you spoke originally, he said, Why the fuck would I talk to you about anything? You've been calling me a blah 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 for past 12 months." So he
I mean,
didn't.
that's a question. That's a question for Ed. That's not a question for me. I'm not
Well,
responsible for what Ed thinks.
next time you talk to Ed, can you ask him that? Ask him
Oh,
whether he
yeah.
felt comfortable
So
with
your
you.
insinuation, yeah. So your insinuation is based on like two false things. Like in one way that in any way I had friendly communication with them. No, I mean it's true. And then the second thing is that I'm going to continue talking to Ed. No,
Well, yeah, mate, you put yourself fucking out there, mate. And actually another point is why.
I got none to hide, bro. I got none to hide.
Well, you fucking hid it for a long time, and you were embarrassed into revealing it. So there's obviously something fucking.
I'm embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed.
Why did you
Would have
release
done
it?
it again.
Why did you release the fact that you were
I
that you were
caught. Well, are you gonna let me answer? So I caught wind of some people bringing it up. So then I decided to release it. I didn't think anything of before.
Why
So
didn't you
then
just
once I heard
if it
it
didn't
brought up,
bother you,
so I
why
just
didn't you? If it didn't bother you, why did you bother going public with it? Why didn't you just let it come out?
what if I didn't go public with it? Then it'd be another issue. Like I'm just saying, I have nothing to hide. I'm like, this is what happened.
Well, you fucking hid it for 12 months.
I wasn't hiding nothing. It wasn't material to me.
6 months.
It wasn't material to me until I even saw people even bring it up. So I just be like, all right, people even bring it up. I'll just be like, I'll just release everything. I don't go fuck.
Who do you think brought it up?
I saw Jonathan say it once, and then I saw like it's somewhere in chat from Angela G. And by the way, like the same. I love how like you guys want to go on this or whatever, but then Angela G will be in a lot of you guys' chats. It's a very interesting thing when she's actually friendly with Ed.
No, like, is she? Do we know that?
I mean, she knew about it.
Well, I haven't seen any fact. Well, she knew. I mean, people say that all the time, don't they? They say, "Oh, Ryan," or you can joke and say that Nunya's in fucking Ed's DMs today.
How would she know?
Yeah, but you don't know. That's what I'm fucking saying. It's only if you are like you. If I'd have said 2 months ago that Ryan is in Ed's DMs, it would have just been a pure fucking throwing shit and see what sticks sort of situation. And it's only because you would go, oh, well, I am, in fact. How did you know? If you talked to Ed, it was like, no, it was just a fucking, I was just throwing something out there, and you took the bait.
I mean, I already said what happened. So I saw it in chat, like I saw it brought up maybe like once or twice, and I was like, I'll just release everything. I don't give a fuck. I'll say exactly what I did. I'll say I would do it again, which I probably would.
So would you? Why don't you contact Ed now and see if he knows anything about the Jeff swatting?
I don't think he would. But like I don't know if there's a connection between him saying something about Jeff having like he said, like that number actually did say something about Jeff talking to some kind of like talking about some person behind bars or something using a cell phone. So like, is that what you mean? Or
well, I don't know, because Jeff's alluded to that before. Maybe because remember Jeff was saying yesterday that maybe it's somebody if you're behind bars and you've got a cell phone and you're making a SWAT call, you're not protected. So Ed's alluded to that sort of thing. So maybe he does know something about it.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know. We don't know.
So would you hit him up and ask him whether he knows about it?
I mean, my thing is, I don't have any shame in gathering information as long as it's clear that no one's being friendly with anyone or no one's offending anyone, which is true.
Well, what I'm saying is you gave the impression to him that you were friendly because he thought it was okay for him to hit you up and ask for you for a fucking return favor. That's what relationships are.
It doesn't really matter to me. It matters what information I get.
All right.
Like even if he did think it was friendly and it was somehow useful for information, I wouldn't give a fuck. I would still think and say the exact same thing about it. I just don't care about gathering information.
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's the way you operate.
And I've already said it, and I could say it again. Exactly what I'd say about Ed. Like, he possessed CP on his phone. It's the worst thing you can do. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know how to spell it out any clearer.
I mean, it just seems like it's quite a trivial thing to be prepared to talk to a fucking somebody who has CP on their phone and that
it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that I would try to protect a relationship while sustaining calling him a pedophile and saying that he had CP on his phone.
Well, yeah,
I'm not really protective of that relationship.
It just makes you hypocritical. That's all in my view, and I think other people's view, that you're prepared to talk to somebody.
It's baseless. It's baseless.
Well, it's not. Well, I'm just giving you the view of other people. It's like you can discard them.
I mean, the other people are smooth brain, bro. The other people are smooth brain. They're stupid.
Smooth brain, right? But I'm saying, to me, it seems like quite a trivial thing that you're concerned about the docs of.
It's kind of like an essay question, like write exactly like why something's true, and I asked like what exactly is moral about it. That's never been able to be substantiated.
Well, that's fair enough, but I think the thing that you contacted him about is very trivial, and I'm wondering where do you draw the line about what you're prepared to ask him.
Whether they're useful honestly, yeah, whether they're useful or not.
What sort of trivial things would you ask him about? How
to change it tonight? Or what about if like let's say like by some chance, I don't know, like even if it was like a pass catch and there was like another pedophile or something, I don't know. Like if it works, I don't care. Like whatever it's useful to get information from.
What about a recipe or how to fix your fucking microphone or something like that? Would you call him about that kind of stuff?
No.
So there's obviously,
and there'd be other ways to do that. I wouldn't need Ed. I wouldn't need Ed for that. I can use Google.
Okay, but yeah, and the only way that you could find out what Moose's name was to contact fucking Ed.
Possibly.
Over the docs of a dead person.
I mean, didn't we just go over this?
Yeah, I'm just still trying to process it. You know, this is for my benefit, not for yours, obviously. I mean, I'm the one that's struggling with it. And I'm trying to understand the way that you think. So I've got to keep repeating it and sort of getting it down, I guess, in my head. One, like, why the fuck would you? Why would you give a fuck about the docs of a dead person? Is the first question I'd have. And how is that any different? Why is that so important that you would
Vengeance.
take
Like,
this kind?
yeah, you said the word vengeance. Yeah, vengeance.
Vengeance. Okay, so that was vengeance sort of thing. All right. So it was your hatred of Moose overrode. Or was it only for the docs? Because I was thinking, was it only?
What question do you have? I already
dead?
said I said what and why and exactly what I did.
I mean, just trying to understand your mindset. That's all. Vengeance. So we got that bit out. We got the point that it was vengeance. The other one I was asking, it didn't have anything to do with, was Nunya pissed at him? Well, she was pissed at him at the time because he was streaming her channel, wasn't he? Did that have anything to do with it?
No.
No, it was purely because
anything I did was I did on my own.
Well, on your own, as in.
Didn't have to do with Nunya. You brought up Nunya. So
you don't think you were acting on the memory of Moon? That was that on your own?
Yeah. Moon had nothing to do with my vengeance.
Okay. Interesting. Well, I appreciate you taking the time and putting up with my stupid questions. I appreciate that. From a smooth brain.
Yep. I actually got to go, but yeah,
right.
I mean, that's what it is.
All right. Enjoy your groceries.
Yep.
Thanks for coming. Talk to you. You all right? Do you need me to kick you? Or? We'll kick him. We didn't kick him. I think he'd finished. Well, there you go. Interesting. It's okay to contact a pedophile person with CP, folks, if you're looking for revenge for the docs of a dead friend. So somebody that's dead that is no longer at risk from a dox, to protect them from possibly grave robbers, vampires, and the like. It's okay to contact a pedophile and try and find out who the person is that's doing the doxing, even though the information's already out there for the grave robbers and the vampires. Yeah, still struggling a little bit with that, but I think it was good. Candid little chat. And for the record, Jeff, if you're listening, sorry about what happened to your family. I think that was diabolical. And I think I speak on behalf of everybody in chat that nobody thinks that that's a good thing to have happened. Can understand that it's distressing, particularly to your family. And again, I think I can say on behalf of all the people that are in here that we hope that the fuckers that did it get caught. I only look forward to a name. I think that would help calm things down a little bit. Yes. But, Jeff, on the back of that, I'd also like to point out that Ryan still thinks that you're excuse me, a pathological liar. And I heard him saying to Bill Powell that he thinks Bill Powell is no better than you. And he was using you as the benchmark for fucking being an ultimate loser and a liar and full of shit. And Ryan said that Bill Powell is like you. Yeah, it seems like maybe the Nunionites aren't on top. And Becky, I was right. You were wrong. You can kiss my fucking hairy ass. No, fucking retract that. That would be the last thing that I'd fucking ever want. Was you anywhere near my fucking ass. Yeah. Now, I haven't been reading any chat. I hope there's no doxers going on down there. Oh, CCO. Are we good? Or have you got a problem with me? I'm not sure where we're at, CCO. Because I know who you are. Yeah, cardio. And I just noticed your name's been thrown around a lot in relation to this SWAT thing. I'd like to think that you wouldn't do it. I mean, we all saw, and like I think I said on ATFs, we all saw how Jeff was, and those fuckwits over there were gassing Jeff up. That they needed to make a call about you because you were drunk and you had weapons. And then there was this bullshit about threatening is, wanting to grape people and all that sort of shit that I can't remember who was on panel. Mitch was definitely there and he was fucking winding it up. He would love to see somebody get hurt and sit there and giggle in the corner. That's the impression I get of that little cunt. I think Sabby was probably there too. The usual crew, Nunya, firing it up. They seem to be the dangerous ones. Yeah, it's a bit odd. I think Damone, you gotta. But Damone, quite obviously, you're just a bit of a fucking smooth brain too. You don't get it. Now reading through some chat. Anthony Cruz. Oh, you're going to unban me? Fucking Anthony Cruz. You got fucking balls. You show up in my chat and you banned me for saying play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Squidrift. Damone buddied up with Ed just before his stuff came out. Damone is a huge loser. Excuse me. The point is, Squidrift, is the word before his stuff came out. You understand how that works? Billy. Yeah, I think you might be onto something there. Maybe Ryan was trying to protect Moon. Yeah, I'll probably leave that. You going to porn bomb me?
No, Telly. I'm not going to porn bomb you.
Oh, that's a disappointment.
Nor do I want to.
What's going down?
I mean, if I was, I've been talking to a tattoo artist about getting Christie's face tattooed across my chest so that the next time I show my moves in drunken outrage, you guys can see Christy instead of me. I accept my Shrek. What's up, Tele?
Not much. Just having an interesting chat.
I chatted
Had
with a little Rye guy earlier today. I warmed him up, but I had no idea you were about to knock him out like that. Hey, Missy, I'm reading in the chat too, just in case you guys say something.
Sorry,
I'm
mate,
only going to
I'm
be here
getting-
till the top of the hour, but I really, I think you did a good job. I like the question format that you gave because when I talked, I was a little. I have an adult child, and we're doing a license thing right now, and the last thing I wanted was for to introduce people to this craziness. I'm not a groomer. I'm sorry.
I just funny, mate. Yeah. I'm gonna leave it up.
Oh my
I did.
goodness, we got a fake Gen A calling me a big-lipped monkey. I'm sorry, Gomez. I'm not gonna have sex with you, bro.
His
Stop.
game is I'm missing the
Yeah,
account.
that's him.
Someone get rid of that Gen A thing, will you?
Yeah.
There you go. Sorry about that. Yeah, just
I
it
try
was
to chat on
interesting.
other shows too.
Interesting, just getting rid of.
No, you were saying something. I'm sorry, dude.
No, that's okay. I was just trying to get inside fucking Ryan's head, what he thinks. It was just a lot of information comes out, and some you sort of have questions that pop into your head sometimes when there's nobody around. Well, he's not around to ask, and maybe you think of a few of them and forget the fucking rest. But yeah, I think the bottom line is it was vengeance for his dead girlfriend, and he doesn't seem to have a very high limit on what he's prepared to ask anybody. If he's looking for fucking revenge, it seems like he'll do fucking anything that he needs to. He gives into that anger, the dark
That
side.
could also be Steve. Now,
Yeah,
Telly,
I mean,
we don't
gives
talk
into
very
hate.
often because I'm not your homie, but I had a catch. I've started an organization, Telly, especially
Yeah.
based on your conversations with Ryan about doing a bit more work, and I tried to catch my first pred, the good pred, but he's a bitch and refused to meet me at the destination that he promised to meet me at.
Sorry, mate.
Yeah,
I'm getting distracted by
it's all good.
chat.
I had a
Yeah,
full-on
good grip.
catch,
Yeah.
and I tried to follow the catch to the best of the legitimate catches that I've seen. I made sure that I did everything to the best of my ability, and bitch Steve still wouldn't show up, and that's okay. Sometimes Preds flake, but good guy, you're a Pred. Yeah. I can say it.
Yeah,
I have proof.
he's certainly not someone that's worth
Oh my
spending any.
goodness. It says I'm going to ruin catch and tell that monkey to stop. Why should I stop? Maybe actual people that say that they're going to catch people can catch people like Alex does instead of pretending, trying to dialogue with me, engage with me. Fuck you all.
Sorry, mate. I'll just
All good. I'm just.
I'll just try and find some more fucking mods.
Chat has been amazing today. If you guys, I'm only going to be on here for another 8 minutes. So after I'm done, you can talk all the shit you want. But it's been great things. As I told you earlier today, Stang, I will be walking a couple of times for you over the summer. I've got a ferry walk planned for this Monday or Tuesday. No one knows what that is, but I like to walk. I try to do things to get our minds off of this garbage community and these shitty ass people. I don't always succeed, but at least I try. Shit, Telly tries. It's been a couple of years since Telly and I have had our conversations. We used to battle all the time. Fairy Walk, yes. I'll talk about that on my personal page, which I'm not going to advertise because I don't want the good guy to follow me on my walks because he's a fucking weirdo. And I don't want him to, like show another child's urn or something. I'm purposely just taking this time so he can do whatever it is that he needs to do. Oh my goodness, I'm taking a break from sucking Warbot's asshole. That monkey is full of shit. Notice how the alt stead I wreck in multiple ways. Love to go on the racist route. Isn't that funny? Alt. See, I body these alts. I've taken out 100. I tried to be really nice with my alts, and I let each alt know that I took them out. So really, they're just, reminding me of the hard work I've done this year. But it's not just me, you guys. It's we've all done great actions from Tele to Missy, from TGT, Jersey Stang, General. We all do hard work, try to get these pieces of shit out of our community. And I didn't really put it all together until I really just sat down and I was like, Telly's trying to get rid of the pieces of shit just as much as I am. People like Section in the back, Merc the Jerk. There are a lot of great people that are here. We're just stuck in this nightmare matrix, I'll call it. I really don't have much to offer you guys. I'm going to write some stories. I'm going to make some fun pictures. But really, the catchers are where it's at. Telly talked to Ryan earlier in the month or the year about doing more catches. Instead of doing more catches, Ryan came on here. He came on here more. He got his little pee-pee sucked by Skeletor. That's great. If you caught more predators, you might not have to worry about employment, Mr. I Live for Free. I'm driving all the time, but I'm not catching any predators. Ryan, it's not that hard. Are there gates everywhere? If this is a gated world, maybe you should start drinking like Jeff, bro. I don't release full books. I release short novels. I released that yesterday, CC. It was a short rendition about camping and, the birds, the bees, and the why am I at your camp counselor house for 2 weeks. I'm only going to be on here for 4 more minutes. Telly, thank you for giving me this time.
That's all right, mate.
But this is good. I know you, because what I love about what you do is I know it takes time to gather this information. So I'll just give you guys a few more minutes and I'll read chat. I know we have a big issue reading chat. Gila Monster. It breaks my heart when drunk Jeff talks about the Gila Monster. Like, don't ruin that man's name. Don't ruin the poisonous mouth of the Gila Monster. Like, what are you? This
Look,
is
mate,
not a lionfish.
You're gonna on this channel. You're gonna have to refer to him as Gilla, because it annoys him if you say Gilla. So we use the term Gila Monster.
When I heard drunk man saying Gila, his name is Gila, I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
So what happened? What happened with Bill Evans last night? Did you hear that? Was Mitch being disrespectful? Was he? And no fucker, none of those people sort of.
It was beyond the natural level of disrespect. It came out of nowhere. I heard it. Was it Toaster? A couple of people have released what was said, but it just came out of nowhere. Where he just said, "F Bill Evans," called him the N-word with a hard R. But I didn't understand where it came from. In my heart, I felt like his anger was because Bill Evans possibly didn't send him any money. But I mean,
I think it's just Mitch. Mitch
but he doesn't
just being
catch
provocative.
People. The thing about it is, Bill Evans puts money into the community. Whether or not I like the catcher, he does what makes him happy, and that's his right. The fact that Legolas or Legolas, to make it sound a little better, came out of nowhere disrespecting him, and Miss Cat Eyes was just, I felt like it had no place. Like if
Hmm.
maybe they have personal issues that we don't know about, keep that shit private. But
I
he
think
didn't want to. He wanted to make it public.
I think Mitch likes to destroy anything that's good. That's the impression that I get out of him, and he's like he just wants to be controversial and stir shit up. You know, the way they were talking, they're trying to gas Jeff up, like that Eon fuckwit. I heard a little bit. He's going, yeah, Jeff, they're trying to have you murdered. They're trying to, Jeff, let's, it's like just fucking winding the fucking guy up. It's like, I don't know. There's just a fucking point where stuff isn't funny anymore. It's not entertainment. It is, it's bordering on fucking dangerous and irresponsible. And, yeah. It's just
if
crossed
your
that
intent
fucking
was
line.
to end his life, right? We're specifically talking about you, Jeff. If anybody's intent was to end you, wouldn't we not make a call for your safety? I want you to think about that, Jeff. Why would we be making a call for your safety if our intent is to watch you pass away? Something to think about. They're not. It's okay. They'll
Here's a
pivot. They'll
question.
call me a monkey, whatever.
CCO, here's your question. It's a good question. And I think we'll turn to Ryan. Ryan's answer to that was no, he thinks Jeff is a liar. He doesn't think the cops watch his streams. And I tend to agree with Ryan on that. I think it's good that he's prepared to be honest. And, state that kind of thing, especially with, we know how rabid the Nunyanites are.
Batelli, it's 4:00. Thank you so much for letting me run my guns a few minutes, but
That's all right.
I'm not going to keep myself long. It was great to chat with you again, and hopefully we can do it again on another time. Thank you.
All right. Fuck off then, Cole.
Yeah.
Talk to you later, mate. Oh, shit, I had you.
Fuck you too, you motherfucker. We'll chat again, bro.
I'm gonna kick you. I fucking had him masked up all the time. I was thinking, oh, maybe there's another porn bomb coming. Yeah. Well, there you go. I think Cat Eyes, you were going live today, weren't you? At some point, I recall. Maybe I should get off here and give someone some space. Yes. Anyone got anything else? Anyone? I'll leave the hotline is open if anybody wants to pop up and say anything. Fake FCC. They're all fake FCCs. Yeah, just fucking deal with it. NTF, you know what to do. Mod like I would. Jersey, how you going? How you going, mate? Yeah. Now, before Cole come up, yeah, Becky, see, I wasn't lying. That was what Nunya said. She tried to imply that Jen A had used her details and had committed a felony in her name. It's like, no, she fucking didn't. You don't need to lie, Nunya. There's enough fucking drama without building it up even more and making yourself the fucking victim in this. Jen A didn't fucking try to fucking set you up with a hit. The cops are looking at you because you fucking foiled. So you are on their radar. I mean, who knows? You got fuck all that you can give them anyway. Even though you left work early on 2 days to talk and help the fucking investigation, it's like you got fucking nothing. It's like, what are you going to help the cops with to try and find out who the fucking swatter is? You're just a fucking attention-seeking, manipulative, what's the word? Machiavellian? So yeah, just change your relationships. I mean, the good guy and JD, the ones who put your social security out there and fucking laughed at your sister's abuse, that fucking kept you filled with hatred for fucking 2 years, and now you're all friends. Explain that. Unless you're not in it for some, small short-term benefit. Fucking bizarre. Anyway, people, picnic time for community cardio. Is it worth me going through chat? I mean, you guys know what's happening. I'm going to have to go through it later and see if there's anything that I've missed. Apologise if I had. I was on a bit of a warm-up style monologue. Oh no, I wasn't, because I had Ryan up here. That's right, I had Ryan up here. Yes, this is something too, Merc. You got to ask yourself, if Jeff's got the, Officer Richie, Assistant Commissioner Richie living in his bedroom with him, and he's doing all this investigations with the police and the FBI, why the fuck does he still get swatted? Surely they know him well enough and they know what's going on, that they're not going to respond, or that they've got a police officer in situ that can deal with the situation. He's just so full of shit. It's fucking, I don't know. It defies words. I keep getting these random thoughts popping into my head now about this. It's unfortunate for his fucking parents. But again, it's just like, oh, my grandfathers, my babies, my kids, my niece, my nephews, my grandkids, so they were all put at risk by this swatting. It's like, so all live in the house with you, do they, Jeff? All of them were there. It's like, you don't need to exaggerate it. It's bad enough, Jeff. I mean, I do hope that Constantine has given him a call. Must be pretty stressful, though, especially when you've got, so little control over your mental faculties as Jeff has. Yeah, I see. There is something else that I wanted to say. I had a bit of a dig at, I called Clown an idiot or something the other day, and he DM'd me, and obviously hurt his feelings. And this, I thought we fucking had a reasonable thing. But I'll tell you what he did afterwards. He put out a community post that was meant for me, all right, and he's since removed it. And it was because I shared a video with him of my kid playing Hotel California on the guitar. So Clown puts out a community post referring to that song, and hidden in there, in the imagery of it all, is the name of my kid. No one else would pick it up. It was meant for me, but he puts it out there in public. So, Clown, you're a little fucking arsehole, mate. And I'm still fucking trying to work out how I'm going to respond to that, or if I'm going to respond to it. But, fuck off. You are a fucking idiot. Yeah, malicious, threatening sort of little fucking thing to do. You fucking little bitch, Clown. Fucking, I know it's like, anyway. Just shows you, doesn't it? No young drunk snot nose is going to disrespect me, says Cat Eyes. That's okay, because I'm not young and I'm not drunk, Cat Eyes. You fucking Texan. Yeah. All right, I think we're done. Geez, still a few people in here. Must be a boring day. Slow news day, is it? Slow news day. Chomo behavior. Well, you know, it is kind of odd that you'd come at somebody about their kid, especially, you know, you got these fuckers over there. Don't involve the kids. Don't talk about the kids. Don't dox the fucking kids. And what does he do? I mean, I know he's done the same shit with Christy about, you know, having the pictures of her kid. You know, he thinks it's a funny fucking tease. It's like, you're a sick cunt. Just fuck off, clown. Yeah, you're kind of lucky that I'm the person that I am. Put it that way. You're lucky I'm not a Jeff or a Ryan, you know, that would do anything for revenge. Luckily for you, I've got a smooth brain. I gotta get out of here. I need some sleep. There's only one way to end it, folks. The dragonfly wings.